Last night Drake dropped What Did I Miss, presumably one of the lead singles to his upcoming album Iceman, where Drake spoke on the betrayal and lack of loyalty in the aftermath of the Kendrick beef. So let's just get into it. Drake would open up the song with asking me how did it feel, can't say it didn't surprise me. Last time I looked to my right, you fellas were standing beside me. How can some people I love hang around P who try me? With this being Drake expressing his disappointment to everyone that turned on him throughout the beef, as many of those people were his close friends and associates. For example, Future, The Weeknd, Rick Ross and Rocky all turned on Drake. And not only that, they started dissing him, even though they all benefited from working with him earlier in their careers. With Future, well, they have been working for over like an entire decade, dropping a collab album together and going on tour together. The Weeknd, he gave him his first big cosign and worked with him closely earlier on in his career. And then Ross and Rocky, well, he gave them some very big features. And now Future's allowing Kendrick to diss Drake on his own project, allowing Rocky to diss him on that same project, and then Rick Ross, he didn't diss Drake on that project, but the mere fact he was on the album was enough. So what Drake said wasn't really directed at a singular person. It was him just questioning how the people he used to work with and helped out managed to turn their back on him so quick. Now, funnily enough, it seemed like Future realized that line was about him, as he would tweet, "I'ma always choose being a real one over anything," shortly after the song dropped. Which honestly doesn't make much sense to me, because how is he real when he allowed all these people to diss Drake on his project? Even the people in the replies are saying, drop 2 albums back to back, dissing one man that was your close friend because of some hoes. Nah fella, you did some dishonorable stuff, stand on it. So yeah, this just doesn't make much sense to me. Let me know if anyone knows in the comments what Future is trying to say by this, because he doesn't seem like a real one. After those lines, Drake would say "What did I miss?" and repeat it 4 times, capturing his disbelief in regards to how everyone abandoned him so suddenly. The way he says "What did I miss?" over and over almost feels sarcastic, like he's pretending he wasn't watching everything go down, or is confused by how everything went down. Kind of petty, but he gets the point across. He would then rap, "You fellas just better not ask for no favors, it's love for my brothers and death to a traitor." This was Drake telling everyone he's no longer helping anyone out with features and collaborations. Before the entire beef, Drake did many features and collaborated with a lot of upcoming rappers. Some fans even suggest he helped Kendrick out early on in his career, after he featured him on his album Take Care and took him on his 2012 Club Paradise tour, with him even taking Rocky on that tour. But that's obviously not the only example. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Party Next Door, Blockboy JB, I Love McConan, and so on. There's really endless examples. Now, I'm not saying Drake made these artists, but after Drake collaborated with them, they got a hot song and it gave them that mainstream appeal they needed. The Drake stimulus package, as some would call it. A lot of them weren't mainstream until Drake gave them that push, and now some of them are moving like they never needed him. Even older names like French Montana and Meek Mill got major boosts from Drake, but as soon as the beef hit, some of them went quiet or even picked sides. And there's actually like this old Young Thug interview clip where he says he appreciates Drake for like giving features because he knows he can make the song blow up and go #1. And even in his most recent interview, Young Thug said he doesn't understand what the beef was about, I'm a Drake fan. Because, you know, throughout the whole beef, people were saying Drake is a culture vulture and he used Atlanta when he needed clout. But it's clear the people in Atlanta don't see it like that.
No. So Drake like the industry OG for a lot of people.
Yeah, I gotta put him right there in it because of the way he's saying the songs or none of that. It's because he with every fucking body.
Mm-hmm.
Upcoming artists the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got to respect it.
Mm-hmm.
He just know like I'm the hottest in the world. I can go #1. I can pipe you up. You can become a superstar by me doing this song or hopping on your song. He actually know that,
and
he do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even somebody like Future, from his 2022 project I Never Liked You, the 2 biggest songs off of that album were from Drake. Everybody wanted the Drake feature. So for all these people to now become buddy-buddy with Kendrick Lamar, Drake doesn't want to help anyone out ever again. He would then say, "You switched up on the guys and supported a hater. What's the get back for these fellas? It's to be decided. I look at this like a BTC, could be down this week, then I'm up next week." With this again, again being Drake addressing all the people that switched upon him, with him thinking about how he's going to get back at those people, but he hasn't decided yet. Possibly claiming that his plans change often, just like BTC, which is often seen as volatile due to its constant change in price. Or he could be reflecting on his career after the beef. Yeah, he may have taken a hit, but now he's back up. And the TBD line, to be decided, probably a hint at what's going to feature on Iceman, as he's just said he hasn't decided what the get back is going to be. So on Iceman, he may finally address everyone that's turned on him. Then as the opening to his second verse, Drake would say, "Yeah, fellas get punched in the face on some TLC on the dead guy some TLC cause my fella, you gonna need a chilly ice pack for your left eye." During a performance of the Ignite Music Festival in Vancouver, Canada, Rick Ross stirred the pot by playing Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us, right in the middle of the ongoing feud between Kendrick and Drake. This reportedly triggered some type of brawl backstage, with clips showing Ross seemingly getting punched in the face. The person who allegedly threw the punch goes by the name Icarus, and is said to have ties to the Hells Angels, a notorious biker gang. TLC usually stands for Tender Love and Care, something Ross might have needed after that hit, but it also brings to mind the legendary R&B group TLC, whose members included Chili and Left Eye. So when he said Chili Ice Pack, it's a double entendre, needing something cold for the swelling and a reference to TLC's Chili. Meanwhile, Left Eye calls back to Lisa Lopez and also quite literally describes the area Ross was struck, the left side of his face. Drake would then say, "I'm back in your city tonight, walking around with my head high," a potential shot at Kendrick, as recently he performed in Toronto and had to be escorted out by over a dozen police cars just to leave the venue, with this being Drake laughing at him for needing so much protection, whilst he doesn't, and will walk around Kendrick's city unprotected and not trying to hide himself. I saw bro went to pop out with them, but been deriding gang since headlines, supposedly a direct diss at LeBron James, who's been an early fan of Drake since his hit song Headlines. However, last year during the beef, LeBron attended the Pop Out Ken and Friends, a concert held by Kendrick in Inglewood, California, where he invited many friends and celebrities to basically celebrate his victory in the beef with Drake. Now, LeBron is a big idol to Drake, someone he looks up to, with him even having a tattoo of him on his arm. So to see him now at Kendrick's show, it probably hurt him. But the diss could have also been aimed at the many other people who attended the pop-out show. Now, a lot of people online clowned Drake for dissing LeBron, saying things such as, "Dissing someone you got tattooed on your body is kinda nuts though," which sure I guess is funny, but if one of my close friends switched up on me, I'd be hurt too. I don't really see where the whole tattoo thing comes in. I just guess it's kind of unfortunate that now he's got the dude tattooed on his body when they're no longer on good terms. Okay, as I'm editing this, I've realized why everyone's laughing at Drake. So in this song, Drake called LeBron a D-rider since headlines. That's kind of hypocritical because Drake is the D-rider as he has got him tattooed on his own body. Yeah, which now that I think about it is very hypocritical and stupid, and people should probably be laughing at Drake for that one. But hey, I guess it's not his fault that LeBron turned on him. With that being all the disses from Drake's What Did I Miss? A lot of people thought Drake was going to move past the beef and just focus on his career, but it seems like he's not letting all the betrayal slide. And I mean, why would he? If you helped out so many people, giving out features, helping people get #1 hits, just for these people to turn their back on you and start dissing you, it must hurt and he must feel some type of way. Like, I don't really have a side in the beef because I simply don't care, but I kinda get how Drake is feeling. This track could just be the warm-up. If What Did I Miss is the tone setter for Iceman, then it's clear Drake's not over it, and maybe he never will be. So there's probably more of this to come on Iceman. So yeah, people online will laugh at Drake for being sensitive and dragging the beef out, but after everything, can you blame him? I mean, the entire world has been calling him a child lover for the entire past year, and probably for the rest of his career. I wouldn't want to let them get away with it either. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you think Drake should be addressing all these people, or should he leave it in the past? I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.